very good evening to you. Thousands of people in Sudan have been protesting in the capital Khartoum in what appear to be the biggest rallies against the country's president since protests began in December. Demonstrators have reached the National Army headquarters in the capital Khartoum for the first time, calling for the military to join them in their campaign against Omar al-Bashir, who's ruled for over 30 years. Tear gas was fired at the protesters and several arrests made. Our Africa editor Fergal Keane has this report.
The opposition wanted the biggest demonstration yet, and it looks as if they achieved it. Tens of thousands made their way in peace to the heart of regime power. They chanted appeals for the soldiers to join them. As before, women to the forefront. In a movement led by the country's professional classes, turning against President Bashir in vast numbers. Omar al-Bashir has been president of Sudan since taking power in a military coup in 1989. He's a fugitive from international justice, accused of committing genocide in Darfur. But these protests, sparked by the tripling of bread prices, are the biggest challenge yet to his rule. Some tear gas was fired, arrests made. But the sheer size of the demonstration will have made President Bashir nervous about what the days ahead may hold. And tonight, this extraordinary scene. Thousands sitting in outside military headquarters, with many saying they'll keep protesting until Bashir goes.
Well, let's pick up with Fergal. Then what's your reading of this in terms of the significance, Fergal?
This is hugely important. It's significant that the army hasn't moved against the protesters tonight, but even more so that they didn't do it during the day when the crowds hadn't built up to the size that we've seen now. They could have set up barricades to stem the flow at source. And that will make people think, certainly people in the crowds, that there are people close to Bashir who want him gone. So we could, and I stress the conditional, be going into an endgame of some sort, but a big caveat. There's still a lot of violence that could be unleashed by the state. And even if President Bashir does go, there's no guarantee that what replaces him will be a pluralistic, democratic, economically competent government. The story of authoritarianism in Africa in the 21st century is of flexibility and resilience. People who can change appearances, but not really change the substance.
Okay, Fergal, thank you.